I think one of the things that people don't realize is that when you have only open grassland or only forested areas, those don't provide a lot of food for honeybees. And generally it's kind of at the margins of like where you have forest and grassland coming together at the roads and ditches where you find a lot of the plants that are actually of a lot of value to them. However, following a forest fire or following where you have a timber harvest, for years to come you have all these plants that come up that are of high value to bees, and that's a great place to set the bees, especially if you can put them right in it or next to it. And it will be there until the trees come up high enough and really shade that out. But it probably becomes good forage 3 to 4 years after a harvest, and may last 10 or 12 or 15 years depending on the location. I think one of the biggest challenges of beekeeping and doing this as a business is finding places to park beehives where they have good forage. And I have a whole I guess collection of sites where I put bees. Some of those are on private lands, just individual homeowners. Some are on DNR land, some are on Forest Service land. And then I have some locations and properties like Galbraith Mountain where it's one property owner and I get to set a couple of sets of hives. This is one set of hives right behind us, and typically we'll put something like this where there's 8 pallets of bees, which is about 32 colonies, and that way it's enough that it's worthwhile to drive here and work on them, but it's not so many colonies that they are over competing for the same food, which would be like having too many livestock in the same pasture. So anyway, having a spot like this is really important. In each one of these boxes is probably between 30 and 50,000 bees. And today they're not doing a lot of flying. It's a little bit cool at the moment, but if it goes full sun this afternoon, the food is here, there's going to be a lot of bees flying around. But even so, most of the bees are still inside the hive, even when a lot are out foraging. So being able to put the bees up in these post-harvest areas on the hills throughout Whatcom County is a fantastic opportunity for the bees, kind of on twofold. One is we can get this premium honey, and further, the bees get great nourishment most years, and that leads to better survival in the fall and the winter. And it's just win-win all around anytime we can put them in better forage.